So here's some of what we learned in tonight's crash course. For one, you're not imagining things. History is, in fact, being distorted and even erased. We learned that Woodrow Wilson and Franklin Delano Roosevelt did more to destroy the Constitution than practically all other U.S. presidents combined.
Why is it we were never taught that he prolonged the Depression? That FDR waged a war against the Constitution? What about Woodrow Wilson? I hate this guy. I don't even want to show his picture. Why is it that no textbook teaches that Wilson was imprisoning Americans who spoke out against his war, World War I? Or that Wilson's high tax policies led to a depression in 1920, ignored in all of the history books? Why is that?
Roosevelt openly mocked the Constitution by calling it a horse and buggy document. We learned that President Obama and FDR share a lot in common, like choosing to revive the economy with massive government spending and creating or expanding government entitlement programs.
In the midst of the Great Depression, Franklin Roosevelt signed Social Security into law, laying a cornerstone in the foundation of America's middle class. We have an obligation to keep that promise.
Those are things they have to pay for over and over and over again. We learned that with the separation of church and state, our founders did want to keep the state out of the church, but not the church out of the state.
Separation church and state, let me go at it another way. Number one, the phrase doesn't exist in any constitutional document, any government document. So we're now talking about a metaphor that has no place in the Constitution except because judges tell us it belongs there.
Certainly not out of the public square. We learned that unions weren't always for equal rights for all.
California Working Man's Party was born in racism because they found their success in the slogan, "The Chinese must go."
We learned that birth control for Margaret Sanger was partly an idea to get African Americans not to reproduce so they wouldn't keep having babies.
She gives a speech to a Klan rally in 1926.
What does she say?
Well, there is no record of what she said, but one person said it was something like, we need to get rid of these unfit people.
Find out where we're headed tomorrow, next.